this is pretty fun. So he'll pour his drink mix in. You'll see him actually stir it with some lemon and some ice in there. And then he's going to go ahead and pour some drinks for us as well, which is really nice. So we've got a nice tray of 6 glasses of lemonade there. But I can pull these off. And so, as Sims come and take more drinks, I can refill it. I still have some left in my pitcher. I'll pour some more, fill it back up. And even if I go and, let's say we put something different in it. Let's do a little citrus swig. He can go ahead, mix that back up, and he'll just fill in the remaining slots on the tray. So it's a really handy object to use if you need a lot of drinks or you're just throwing an outdoor get-together. Perfect for that.
Yeah, make the thing your guests want to drink.
So citrus swig, I was thinking limeade originally. It's kind of a Thomas original. We had to go through a few different name choices for that one. It was a little difficult finding a citrus name that wasn't copyrighted somewhere, but I don't want to see any companies taking citrus swig out there. That one's ours now.
So we got a question coming in. Can we place the water slide on pool lots and can we see NPCs playing with the water slides?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can explain maybe a little bit more of this, how this behaves, but we can place it on any lot. It doesn't just have to be residential. And then Sims will be drawn to that, right?
Yeah, so they'll try to use it if they were trying to satisfy for fun, or they want to go on the water slide for any reason.
Yeah, so no reason to just leave it at home, especially if you're kind of thinking about space as well. Like if you already fully built out your house, drop that thing down on a park or a pool venue like you mentioned, and just head over there and have fun with it. So Sims are enjoying some hot dogs at our new round umbrella table, the large one. So you can see this thing's just super handy for meals, and I want more round tables.
Yeah.
We'll do maybe round table and bed stuff next. What do you think? Okay, maybe not.
Maybe something with gameplay associated with it.
So while they enjoy their meal, I want to hop over to one other object in this pack that I really adore. So I've got my blank canvas set up here for a little musical melody. I'm going to hop into build mode. And let's take a look at these wind chimes. So this is super neat. These have way more detail than anything we did with wind chimes in past Sims games, which is a little funny to say, but we'll plop down a bunch of these. And right now I am selecting our aluminum wind chimes because we actually have different versions of them that'll make different sound, depending on what you're in the mood for or what type of lot it is. So I like the aluminum ones because they really highlight another great difference that we added in this pack, which is the ability to change the pitch of a wind chime. So when I click this, watch the length of the rods on the wind chime. So we can do high pitch and the rods actually get shorter. Or I can go down here and do low pitch and you'll see they get longer. So nice little visual touch that punctuates how cool these things are.
It also changes the sound so that way you can have a different melody playing in your backyard.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll hear these just as we kind of listen for a moment. Those high-pitched ones, kind of light ringing noises. Those low-pitched ones that are just the kind of deep bells.
Yeah.
Which is just, it's really neat. And then another nice feature with these is, if you don't always want to place them outdoors, if you want them indoors for some reason, there's a handy little toggle on them, so you can just turn them off, turn them on, entirely up to you. So you could place them indoors and just have them chime some of the time if you wanted. But yeah, and these just kind of chime at random intervals, right?
Yeah.
Again, it's not meant to be overpowering or in your face at all times. It's just a nice background ambience type thing, which I really enjoy.
Well, if you try sleeping next to it, you might get a rude awakening.
That's true. It can actually wake you up from the noise if Sims get a little too close. And some Sims actually hate these things as well, right?
They do.
So I don't know if any of our Sims have those particular traits. I thought I'd bring them over to listen for a moment. And just to point out, you don't actually have to view the chimes to get those nice moodlets as well.
Correct. You just
be nearby. Yeah. So let me grab a couple other chimes in here, just because I want people to hear the audio difference on these things. I really love them. Whoops. That's not what I meant to press. I'm going to go with my ceramic wind chimes this time. And you'll immediately hear how different these sound. Unfortunately, we don't have headphones on, so hopefully everybody can hear these. Steve is sitting off to the side.
I'm very proud.
Audience all good?
Yes.
Excellent. So those ones are cool. And then I think my personal favorite actually is the bamboo chimes. We'll hop back in and place a few of those ones as well. All my little Billhead shortcuts. So I love the bamboo chimes. I think these are absolutely perfect. I actually like matching these ones with Spa Day, the game pack. Now, of course, that was a separate game pack, came out a while ago. But, you know, it's a lot of relaxing kind of Zen moment stuff, and you get the bamboo going, and it just works perfectly in that atmosphere. And for all you builders out there, people who love creating and sharing on the gallery, all of these settings actually go through the gallery as well. So if you want to set up this like sequence of wind chimes with high pitches and low pitches, you can upload that to the gallery, and anybody who pulls it back down will get exactly the way you intended it to be, which is nice. Oh, and just one last little thing with the wind chimes. We actually have ceiling mounted versions of these as well. So however you want to build with them, very versatile object, which is nice. So one other cool little detail with this pack that I like is these spinning flowers. Now, if you know Sim Guru Neil at all, if you follow him on Twitter, I was joking around with him on Twitter last week about these little spinners. He put out a tweet there of a spinning toilet, which spinning toilets are not coming with this stuff pack. That is not happening. But these flowers are quite lovely. It's actually a new shader that he built, which is cool because we can just apply that to any object and make it spin essentially.
Yeah.
But we can do some fun creative things with these things as well. So if we get a little nuts with that, I'm going to pick kind of a wild color here. Let's go with this one. And I'll just show people something fun that I discovered. So we wanted to make sure that these little flowers weren't all in sequence with each other when you place them on your lot. So something clever Neil did for us is that every slightly different position you place it offsets the position of the petals a little bit. But what I discovered is when you put them in sequence like this, you can create these like awesome, crazy contraption patterns, which I think is just neat. Like it's kind of a silly little thing. There's really no purpose to this, but I love looking at it. So that's something.
I think the Sims kind of like looking at it too.
That's true. So we could bring some Sims over. Let's have them all view together.
Oh boy.
And so, you know, if they stare into this thing for too long, they might get a little dizzy. Oh, yes. You're getting very sleepy. You want to buy the Sims 4 backyard set. Let's see if any of our... Here we go.
Someone got it.
She is feeling a little flirty, but she's also going to be dazed, mesmerized by the spinny things there. Shiny, ooh. So just a fun little touch with that thing. And then one other kind of crazy thing I like doing with these. This is another kind of cheat that we have in game. You can actually size up these objects. So if we go and just... You know, if maybe Lazy Game Reviews is watching today, I know he loves this. This is one of his favorite things to do is make the gigantic objects. So, you know, have at it. Make yourself a crazy flower windmill thing. You know, there's no practical reason for this, but I'm always inspired by what our builders and creative people in the community do. And I know they're going to find fun ways to mess around with this pack. And look at that. Even the shadow scales up as well. It's pretty fun. So, yeah, that's a pretty good look at backyard stuff, I'd say. So a bunch of fun new objects coming, great decor, great clothing. And again, that's going to be out next Tuesday, July 19th for $9.99. Yeah, so why don't we, I'm just going to turn autonomy back on. I'm going to let the Sims enjoy this lot. And then why don't we take some questions while they're just messing around?
Sure, so I got a couple. So I got one from Iron Seagull. How many different types of birds are there?
Sure, so let me pop back over to the bird feeder here, because we saw a little bit of that earlier. We still have some birds visiting us, even though it's getting a little late in the day, actually. It just past 6 p.m.,
Oh, yeah.
so I think we actually just missed our cutoff time for the birds, because they don't come and feed at night.
Yeah.
But we have 3 different bird types. We've got the bluebird, the cardinal, and the finch. Sorry, no seagulls.
Got another one from Rosia Maya, sorry. How many color options for the bird feeder will we have? So I think we had about 6, right?
I think there were 5, actually.
5?
Yeah.
Okay.
And one other thing I just want to point out, this is cool. There's no limit on the number of Sims that you can put on this water
Oh,
slide.
yeah.
So I'm going to grab every single Sim that's in the neighborhood, and I'm going to say, come on over and slide on this thing. The lines that form on this thing when you just get like 20 Sims, it's kind of
gigantic.
ridiculous, but it's cool to see.
Emma Vane asks, will the slide be usable if a Sim hasn't paid their bills and their water has been shut off?
Interesting line.
So, no, they will not be able to use it. As long as you don't have water, you can't turn it on.
Yeah, thought ahead for that one. So
There's actually one thing we could actually show with the slip inside where you can actually turn the water effects on if it's not being used.
oh no, we
Oh,
actually.
we don't? Did we get? Oh,
No.
we disabled that, right. Nuts, that's right, I had to disable it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's take another one.
Yeah. I think we answered this one, but Emma Vine also asked, do the wind chimes work indoors?
Yeah, totally. We didn't show it on the stream, so I can just pop in and do it quickly. But yeah, they absolutely work indoors. So just drop this in our little entryway here, and make sure it's turned on. Yep, there we go.
So Mr. Just Sims asked, please please use set head, the lawn flower with
Oh,
one of
no.
the Sims.
Oh boy. Let's see. I only know the debug way to do that.
Uh-oh.
And we are, but that pie menu brings up things that maybe I shouldn't do on a live stream. So
we shouldn't do that then.
maybe I'll show that off in a screenshot on my Twitter channel later.
Sounds good. Candy we asked, any new collections that come with the stuff pack? Like different types of birds for the bird feeder?
Like the actual collections that you go in, like
Yeah.
Void Critters were.
Yeah.
No, they're not a new collection. They'll just kind of fly in and feed and have a good time.
Yeah, they randomly appear as long as they're feeding, as long as it's at not nighttime.
Yeah.
So simply CA asks, do we have any new drinks or food? So we did show a little bit with the backyard drink tray.
Yep.
But there are no new recipes for the stove or grill.
Right. And I didn't do iced tea, I don't think. So let's drag a few more of these dishes or glasses around, and we can just mix up some iced tea. Actually, I'll just empty the tray and make this easy. So we'll go in, make a little iced tea. But yeah, 3 new drink types coming. Should be pretty nice.
So while she's filling out iced tea, a name I can't pronounce, ask, can all Sims play on the Sim slide? Like aliens, ghosts, and the regular ones?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
No limitations for Sims on the slide.
Kids on up.
Yep.
Otherwise, if you're an alien, you're a ghost, come on over, have a good time.
Game Kitten asked, will the wind chimes have a continuous sound? Meaning as long as they're nearby, will the chimes sound? And will they be able to hear them? So yes, as long as they're nearby the object, they'll be able to hear them, but it will always be chiming.
Yeah, we
constantly
made
playing.
it so it wasn't like overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like we didn't want them to be kind of annoying while you're playing. So every now and then you'll hear them kind of chime in the background, which is just soothing and pleasant. And yeah, you've got that on-off toggle if you're just driving you nuts at some point.
Yeah, so if the Sim loves outdoors, they'll be able to also get a buff while they're nearby. So I don't think we had any that had the buff or the trait this time around.
We had a couple that had it show up. I don't know if it's probably not.
It's
still
probably
on them
went away at this point. Yeah, you're right. Sim Nerva asked, do we get hygiene from the water slide?
You don't gain hygiene, do you?
No, you don't.
Okay, right. You don't lose any either. Like I was thinking back to like using lawn water slides as a kid.
Yeah.
And you usually end up both muddy and with like grass clippings all over you. So
you get a little bit clean, and then you also get dirty at the exact same time. So,
yeah.
no
So
benefit.
I guess it balances out. So yeah, no change to your hygiene, but it is a nice fun object. So fun goes up while you're playing.
Some other question for cat lover player: any new radio stations?